You know what time it is. It's time for another review. So, before I start this review, I wanted to give you a little bit of history on what's in this package. So, if you know me or follow my running at all, you will know that I am an avid fan of the Vibram Fivefingers shoes. I wear those with my Injinji toe socks a lot of the time. Every race I've ever ran, I have ran in Vibrams of one kind or another. Be they the Bakilas, the V-Runs, StJudeRnrs, the original classics. All of those are fantastic shoes to have to run in or just use as you go about your day. So, as you catch at the beginning of this video, you'll see the collection of shoes I ran through in the many miles that I have put on in training for races, in doing races, and just wearing shoes about town when I don't have to dress totally professional. So, these are what I currently run in. These are the Vibram V-Runs. These are getting a little bit worn out. I probably got about 300 miles on these, I think, and they're still going pretty strong. Just wearing out in the bottom a little bit, and some of the seams are starting to come apart. I know when they start to wear out, when this piece of adjustable lacing gets really long and I have to twist it to make it work. It kind of stretches a little bit. So these are my go-to shoes for right now. I ran in a identical pair at the Walt Disney World Marathon in 2015. So the shoes I'm going to talk about tonight and what's in this package are the replacements for these. These are my Vibram StJudeRnrs. These are the trail running shoes. They have a lot of grip to the bottom of them, as you can see. And then inside these clouded windows, these have got a lot of miles on them on the trail. But inside there is a wire mesh that goes throughout this part of the shoe, and that protects your foot and helps to cushion or to outlay some of the pressure if you hit a rock with the center of your foot. Now I've worn these on trail runs and love them, except for when I've caught a rock between my toe, but that was in a matter of not paying attention or a leaf covering that rock. But other than that, they've been fantastic shoes. They get great traction in the wintertime. These are what I've worn in the wintertime. They're still pretty flexible. They will curl up into a ball. I have some of the Lantras for winter wear, which will not do this as easily. But these are wonderful shoes. I've put a lot of miles into these, and I needed some replacements for some upcoming trail runs I'm doing. I like the color. The water resistance of these is pretty well. A little bit of a problem between the toes at times, but I've used some waterproofing spray, and that typically takes care of that. So these are my StJudeRnrs. These are going out the window because Vibram has released their latest incarnation of their trail running shoes. And so I wanted to do an unboxing of these because I just got these. The way I got these, and I got them at a really discounted price, was on Vibram for March Madness. They have a March Madness bracket system where you can get discounted shoes, and I waited until the very last day of the bracket when the new shoes went on 50% off, and I picked up a pair so I could try them out. So let's get into the unboxing. So these are directly from Vibram. I have ordered shoes from REI before, and they come in different packaging, but this one is the packaging from Vibram specific. So these ship directly from Massachusetts. That is where the Vibram USA place is. And so if you order stuff from Vibram Direct, it will come from there. If you don't know anything about Vibram, they make tons of soles for shoes. If you buy a pair of shoes, especially if it's like hiking or some sort of a boot, a lot of running shoes will have Vibram soles on them. So you're probably familiar with Vibram, you just don't wear the toe shoes. So it comes in this bag. Undo the bag here. See if there's anything in it. It's empty. It's just a bag that they wrap it up in. So got a packaging list, and they included this little spread your toes sticker. I think I'll use that. I can put that with some of my other stickers that I have. And then this is the way the box comes. So on it, it says, "You are the technology." And then on this side, the natural training tool. So these are the Vibram's V-Trail shoes. These are I bought these in 11 and a half shoe size. So I have not had the opportunity to try these on, as you could tell by just opening the box. So I'm going to try these. When you open a box of Vibrams, and this is especially the FiveFingers specifically, every pair has this fitting tips guide here on the lid. And what it tells you is how to put your foot in the shoe, how to lock and unlock the sliding mechanism on it, which I will show you. And then it gives you a warning. They've had some problems in the past, and there was a lawsuit on that on these shoes because people go out and they transition from a heavy, thick-soled running shoe like a New Balance or an Adidas shoe or a Nike shoe, and they want to go minimalist. So they automatically transition to a shoe like a Five Finger and try to put on the same miles and then hurt themselves. When I first started running and I bought a pair of Five Fingers, I started off small. So it was a mile at a time until I built up to my training regimen now. So don't buy Five Fingers expecting to go out and run a marathon or even a 5K the next day. It takes a little bit of time to get your feet used to it. Your striking will be different. You will strike on a mid to 4 foot strike as opposed to a heel. If you strike on your heel, it's going to transfer and you're going to feel it pretty strong. So let's get back to the unboxing. Also included in there is a getting to know your feet, and it comes in multiple languages. And what this is saying is a lot of what I was just talking about. It says, look at them, take off your shoes and socks, try to familiarize yourself with the shape and condition of your feet. Massage your feet. Your feet will have a lot of receptors in them, so they will transition a lot of touch sensation to you. Transitioning to Vibram Fivefingers should be done gradually and slowly. They suggest that you develop a transition plan to suit your exercise experience, activity, and experience level. So they have a couple suggestions for how to train for 1 week. I don't know if you can tell. 1 week to 2 week, 3 to 4, 5 to 12, and then week 13 and on. So it's just a suggestion. You can choose to train how you will with these, but I would follow that suggestion. So open the box. It's just a winged box, and then you get into the shoes that are inside. They are just wrapped in a regular paper wrapping. Get rid of that box. All right, so I picked these up. Got another little sticker, says you are the technology. So I can put that with my other sticker that I got. Now these are the brand new trail cousins of these. These are the V-Runs, these are the V-Trails. I got these in the orange, and the pattern on the top, the overlay is very similar to the old style. Grab those, I put them on the floor. They're very similar to the old style, so you can see how it's similar. However, the side overlays, there's a lot more side overlays, and this back loop is a lot bigger, so it'll help you grab it even if you have gloves on, and it's actually attached inside of that backing as opposed to this one, which just loops over onto itself. This one, that's how they look on the back side. Okay. The sole pattern, they've changed the sole pattern. This is the old sole pattern. This is the new. So this still has the mesh on the inside of it. You can see it through that little window there. There's a mesh on the inside to help transfer some of that shock impact on these. If you hit a rock in the middle of your foot, your midfoot area, it'll kind of spread that out a little bit better. These are called the Mega Grip. It has a lot more grip to it. If you look, each of them have lugs that go forward and backwards, and they've got a grip to them. Even the ones in the center do too. It has a lot of flex up here in the toe section. If you notice, there's a groove here in the toe section that helps, and then the little triangles that are on there wrap around on your toes too. So they have the same lacing system as the old pair. The lacing system on these is this is a Velcro tab that Velcros down to the front of the shoe here, and it just has a slider that's there. That's a slider there, and that just locks it down. And then I tend to twist this when I'm done, and that way it twists and folds flat, and it doesn't come on loose and then get stuck between your toes or something. Because I like to wear these kind of tight around the top of my shoes. So that's what they look like. So let's look at the other parts of it. So these have the Mega Grip, and according to the website, it's unparalleled grip on wet and dry surfaces. It has longevity to it, and it's a perfect balance of stability and flexibility for ground adaptation. So when you use these on the trail, you'll feel those rocks and stuff, but they're not going to hurt your foot. They're going to stay, and you'll be able to know what you're stepping on, and you'll be able to get a better grip, especially if it's muddy situation. I've had instances where I got a lot better traction because my toes can grip than the people that are wearing the full off-road trail shoes, the high-impact trail shoes like some Solomon's or something like that. So these are the evolution of the StJudeRnrs. And they some of the other technology they have on it, it's a 3D cocoon technology that's molded into this shoe, and that's what this is here. The insole is a 2mm EVA, and it has a microbial sock liner on the inside. It looks like that. A standard problem with FiveFingers, even wearing socks, they start to smell pretty bad. I've had to fight those with a lot of different things, so I found dryer sheets. Throwing dryer sheets in the insoles when you're not wearing them helps a lot. The rubber is a 2-color 5mm with the mesh. The upper is a polyester spandex material, and these are machine washable. You wash them cold, and then you line dry them or just drip dry them. I usually hang them up downstairs and let them air dry. So some of the things that they put on here, some of these tags, there's a warning about chemicals because everything is in California has to have a warning for chemicals. These have a BioDewix dry natural moisture management system. It moves moisture away from your foot, reduces drying time, plant-based, and it naturally cool and dry. So, and then the little tag that has some of the description of what I actually already talked about. So, I highly recommend FiveFingers if you have not tried them to do some road races. Get yourself a pair of these. I keep throwing them on the floor. The V-Runs. I've got another pair of these waiting to get broken in once these ones are totally dead. I usually wear through the ball of my foot on these before anything else, or I wear out in between the toes, just from rubbing my toes together when I run. But they have fantastic staying ability, and then I turn them into like lawn mowing shoes when I'm all done, or water shoes. They work really well. So recommend getting a pair. Try them out. See what you think. They're nice shoes. You get a lot of ground feel. Some of the common questions that I get on these, which I'm going to answer right now, are, do they feel comfortable? Yes. Yes, they do. You can walk across different things. Those pebble river rocks are fantastic to walk across. Those little grip parts that they have in the middle of sidewalks, the little bumpy grips, are fantastic. It's like getting a foot massage. Can you feel the things between your toes? Yes, I can feel the things between my toes. But after a while, it doesn't bother me. It's just like flip-flops. I can't stand flip-flops because all of the pressure is on that one part of your foot. They're between your toes, but after a while, you don't pay any attention to them. It's just like your foot, because your splay, the natural splay of your toes, starts to get better, and your foot stops being like this and starts spreading a little bit, so it grips a little bit better on the ground. And so these will help you with that. Highly recommend getting a pair of Injinji toe socks to go along with them. They will help keep your feet a lot less sweaty, and then in the wintertime, they'll help keep your feet warmer. I wear the mid-weight Injinji crew socks, or just the regular socks. They go up to your ankle when I run my long races because they're a little bit thicker. I've ran in all of my horrible weather event races, from the snow and the rain and all of that, with those socks, and they've kept my feet warm and fairly dry. The socks will get wet, they will absorb water, but they will also help work that water away and keep your feet warmer. A lot of them have new wool in them, so they're fantastic on keeping your feet warm and keeping them from smelling as bad. I'm going to give these some miles and see how that does, but I figured I would unbox it with you guys while I had a chance and add this to my reviews. Let me know what you think. Do you like this color? I like some bright colors on my shoes. I've got a couple pairs of other ones that are black that I can wear more every day without people asking me tons of questions. But you're going to get questions about these shoes if you wear them. Have you tried some Vibram Fivefingers? If you have, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Are you still using them? Have you switched out to something else? Maybe some Hokas, something like that. You need some more cushion to it. Let me know what you think. Give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. I'll take either one. Let me know what you think of my reviews. If you want to see some other things reviewed, let me know. I've got some energy and nutrition coming up that I'm going to put some reviews on with the discount code. If you haven't seen my other videos, I reviewed the Lululemon Pace Breaker shorts, and that is available on my channel. Also, I've reviewed the Lululemon Metal Vent Tech shirts, and those are also on this same channel. And the last review that I did was of some anti-chafing products. I highly recommend the Squirrel's Nut Butter anti-chafing ointment. It works great for whatever ails you. There is a discount code for the Squirrel's Nut Butter in the comments, in the description of that video. So check it out. Try some of it. It's a lot better than anything else I've found out there, and you can get a sweet deal and help a small business to get some more business. So thanks for watching this video, and I hope that it helps you and lets you know what I think of these fantastic shoes, one of many pairs, which you will see if you didn't watch the intro. So still running for St. Jude and collecting donations. You can go to my donation page, which is also in the description of this video. I'm trying to raise $1,000 at least for St. Jude in preparations for some of my upcoming races, and I'd appreciate every dollar that I can get to help that wonderful charity. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you have a great night. Let me know if you would like to watch any other reviews or see anything else. I would be welcome to any comments or suggestions. Give me a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, and I will see you for the next video. Thanks very much.